Hi everyone, welcome to this restorative yoga practice. For today's practice, if you can gather a few blankets, Mexican blankets work great, but any small blankets that you have available would be good. As well, if you have any small pillows or cushions, that would also be helpful. And I have a yoga bolster. If you don't have one, then getting a few extra blankets or possibly even the cushion on your couch may help. Restorative yoga is meant to calm down the nervous system. For today's practice, it's to help you get better sleep. So we're going to start off by taking one of the blankets and you're going to fold the blanket in half again, in half a third time, and then we're going to at the fold, roll the blanket up. So this is going to support under the knees. And then you're going to take another blanket, fold it up once, fold it in half twice, and a third time. And for this one, we're going to fold it a little bit here, give it a little bit of a fold, and this is going to support the neck. Coming down, just going to come down on your side and trying to get into a position so that the extra fold in the blanket is supporting the neck. And then spreading the legs out, having the rolled up blanket under the knees. We're going to start in this basic relaxation pose. Getting yourself settled, adjusting anything that needs to be. Going to remain here for a few minutes, so it's best to be comfortable. If you have an eye pillow available, you can place that on the eyes as well. Having the arms a little bit away from the body. The palms can be facing up or facing down. The legs are resting on the rolled up blanket. The feet fall to the corners of the side, corners of the mat. Closing the eyes here. And taking a few calming breaths. Again, something needs to be adjusted. Feel free to move around. Once you feel so the body is starting to calm down, take a nice deep breath in through the nose. And exhale nice and slow, trying to make the inhale and the exhale the same length. And then returning to your normal cycle of breath. Breathing in naturally. Now take another nice deep breath in. Long, slow exhale out. And then returning to your natural breathing. On your next long inhale and exhale, see if you can take a brief pause in between. The inhale comes in like the wave of the ocean, pauses briefly, and then goes out with the exhale. And then returning to your normal breath. And one more deep inhale and exhale, pausing briefly in between. And then returning to your normal breath. Staying here for a few more minutes, allowing the body to relax more and more. And slowly coming out of the pose, starting to wiggle the fingers and the toes, rotate the wrists and the ankles. Bend the knees, bring the feet onto the blanket, the rolled up blanket that was under the knees. Stretching one hand out, rolling over to one side, keeping the eyes closed. Staying here for a few more breaths. And when you're ready, taking one hand, pushing yourself up and coming back to seated. And now for the next pose, we're going to be using a couple of blankets. I'm going to have them both rolled up, and they are going to be supporting the knees. So placing them just at the sides. Now, if you do have a yoga bolster, you can grab that. Otherwise, the cushion of a couch or a couple more rolled up blankets. And we're going to elevate the spine. So placing that at the top of the mat. And then if you have a couple more rolled up blankets or pillows, we're going to use them to support the arms. placing them on one side of the blanket and the other. One side of the mat and the other. And we're going to slowly come down. So lowering down on your bolster or the blankets, trying to get it to a good height, and feel free to adjust. So after you come down, if you feel like it's too high or too low, pausing the video and doing some adjustments. So going to lower down on our side and slowly come onto our backs. And we're going to bring the soles of the feet together, allowing the legs to splay out. And if you find that your cushion or blankets is not high enough around the neck area, you can always put a pillow on top as well to give a little bit more height here. If you find that the legs need some more support, feel free to bring the blankets closer in, or feel free to grab something to make it a little bit higher. And then the small cushions or blankets here are going to support the forearms. Again, if you have an eye pillow, feel free to place that on the eyes, closing the eyes, and relaxing here. If you need to make any adjustments, feel free. Allowing the breath to come in and out naturally. Again, slowly coming out of the pose, wiggling the fingers and the toes. Bring your hands down to the legs and bring the knees together, the hands helping. Slowly roll off your bolster or blankets and raise yourself back up. going to go into child's pose. And this will be a supported child's pose. So having any blankets or cushions available. Again, you do have an option here to use a chair if you want to be up more. So you can have a chair close to the body and pile the chair with blankets and come into the pose that way. Or bringing your bolster or pile of blankets close to the body, opening the knees up. Feel free to do as many piles as you like. For this one, I'm going to do a fourth, unroll the blanket, but do a fourth fold. Making sure your pile is nice and close to the body. Coming up nice and tall, inhale here, and then exhale, lowering down. Forehead can come down, or one cheek can come down. The hands can hug your pile, or come down to the mat. Closing the eyes here, and relaxing, taking deep breaths in and out. And if you have one cheek on the blankets, you can turn the head to go to the other side. If you're on your forehead, feel free to stay there. Slowly coming out of the pose, turn the head, use the hands to push yourself up, and you can push the items aside. And I hope you enjoyed that restorative yoga practice, and I hope you have a restful night.